Have you ever thought about how something so simple can have so much like hidden meaning,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
like bowing in Taekwondo?
Yeah,
Like at first you just think it's, just a formality,
right.
but there's a whole code of like respect and tradition in every bow.
Yeah, totally.
And that's what we're going to dive into today.
Cool.
This whole intricate world of respect and seniority in Taekwondo.
I'm excited.
We've got some fascinating excerpts that like really break down this system
Oh,
and some expert commentary to help put it all in perspective for us.
great.
So it's not just surface level politeness.
No, no.
This seniority system goes way deeper.
It really does. It goes back to traditional Korean martial arts philosophy.
Wow.
Yeah. And it affects everything
Really?
from how people train to how they interact with each other,
Oh, wow.
even outside the dojang.
Oh, okay. So outside the training hall.
Yep, exactly.
So it's not just about who has the higher belt.
It's so much more than that.
It's a whole way of life.
It really is a whole philosophy that affects you on and off the mat.
And let's say you're getting ready for your first Taekwondo class.
Okay.
Nobody wants to be that newbie that messes everything up.
Oh, no, for sure.
Right? So how do you walk in there and like be confident,
Yeah,
respect the traditions, and like not feel totally overwhelmed?
right. So one of the most important things to remember is that seniority in Taekwondo isn't a one-way street.
Okay.
It's a give and take.
Okay.
Juniors show respect to seniors, and then in turn, the seniors offer guidance and mentorship.
So it's not just about, juniors bowing and scraping.
No.
Seniors have responsibilities too.
Exactly.
And it's interesting how this kind of hidden code shapes the whole culture of Taekwondo.
Yeah, and all those outward signs of respect, like the bowing and the titles for senior practitioners, those aren't just empty gestures.
Right. Okay.
Think of them like constant reminders, to be humble, to have discipline,
Yeah.
both on and off the mat.
Yeah.
It shapes your character as much as your fighting skills.
One of our sources had this really powerful quote.
Oh, yeah?
It said, "Failure to respect seniority signifies ill manners, tarnishes the art's dignity,
Yeah.
and questions one's place within the martial arts world."
Wow.
Pretty serious stuff.
Yeah, that's powerful.
Yeah.
It's not just about, breaking a rule. It's about understanding why those rules exist.
Right. Yeah, you're not just going against the rules, you're going against the whole, philosophy.
Yeah, it's about recognizing all that experience and wisdom
Yeah.
embodied by those senior ranks.
Okay.
And approaching your training like you really want to learn,
Right. Not just,
not just to show off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the real respect comes from.
I think our listeners are probably really eager to avoid any embarrassing mistakes
Of course.
on their first day. So
Yeah, for sure.
can you give us some examples of what this respect looks like in practice?
Absolutely.
What about bowing? Like, is there just one type of bow?
That's a great question. Actually, there are a few different types of bows in Taekwondo, and they're used for different situations.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like there's the standing bow
Okay.
to greet instructors and fellow students, and then there's a kneeling bow that shows a deeper level of respect.
Oh, okay.
And you use that one during formal ceremonies.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Every bow has a specific technique and meaning.
Oh, okay.
Even the angle of your bow can change the level of respect you're showing.
Oh, wow. So there's a whole, language of bowing.
Yeah, pretty much.
You wouldn't want to mix those up.
Exactly.
What about the titles?
Ah, yeah.
Is it true that you can't call a black belt by their first name?
You got it. Addressing senior practitioners correctly is super important in Taekwondo etiquette.
Right.
You never call a senior instructor like Mr. or Ms.
Right.
Instead, you use their Taekwondo title, which shows their rank and experience.
So,
like Sabumnam for a master instructor.
okay.
It's acknowledging their knowledge and their contribution to the art.
So you're not just stepping into a gym.
Not at all.
You're entering a space with its own, special code of conduct.
Yeah, you're joining a lineage, a community where respect is everything.
I see.
And that's why all these details of etiquette are so important. They're not just random rules.
Yeah.
They show a deeper philosophy of respect that holds the whole Taekwondo community together.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's amazing how these little things like bowing and using the right title
Yeah.
can really affect the whole atmosphere of the dojang.
Absolutely. It creates that environment where everybody feels respected and supported, which is so important for learning and growth.
For sure, for sure.
But it goes deeper than that.
Okay.
One of our sources said, a junior who disregards seniority distances themselves from the Taekwondo community.
Right, so it's not just about being polite.
It's about belonging.
Yeah, you're basically saying, I don't want to be a part of this.
Right,
If
exactly.
you're not showing respect.
Exactly.
But what I find really interesting is that this respect for seniority
Yeah.
goes beyond the dojang. It's like you take it with you everywhere.
Right, and that's where it gets interesting. Taekwondo gives you this framework for how to act in the world around you,
Okay.
to treat everyone with courtesy and gratitude.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter their age or experience or background.
Right.
And one source even said seniority influences how practitioners interact in society, emphasizing courtesy, gratitude, and the acknowledgement of others' experience and wisdom.
It's not just about fighting.
Yeah,
It's about being a better person.
exactly.
Do you think we're losing some of that respect for seniority in society today?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I mean, society definitely values individuality and sometimes challenges traditional hierarchies these days.
Right. Yeah.
But I still think deep down we understand that experience and wisdom have value.
Right.
Maybe it's not always expressed as openly as it is in Taekwondo.
Right. Yeah.
But the principle is still there.
So for someone about to start their Taekwondo journey,
Yeah.
what's the most important takeaway about respect and seniority?
I'd say remember that respect in Taekwondo is not blind obedience.
Okay.
It's about realizing that experience has value and approaching your training with humility and a desire to learn.
Okay.
You're becoming part of a tradition that goes back centuries,
Wow.
honoring the people who came before you.
That's like joining a family.
Exactly.
You have to earn that respect by showing respect to those who've already been doing it.
Exactly. And the best part is that the respect goes both ways.
Right.
When you learn and gain experience,
Yeah.
you get to be the one guiding and mentoring people new to the art.
Yeah.
That's what makes Taekwondo so special.
One of our sources talked about transmission of knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
It makes you think, what happens when someone disrespects that?
Right.
Does that disrupt the art's growth?
That's a great question. If Taekwondo is a living tradition,
Yeah.
then respect is crucial for it to keep evolving.
Right.
If there's no respect, that flow of knowledge gets messed up.
Yeah.
It creates barriers and things can get stuck.
I see.
So respecting seniority isn't just about honoring the past.
Yeah.
It's about making sure Taekwondo has a future.
So it's not just about being polite.
Right.
It's about protecting the art for future generations.
Exactly.
It sounds like there's so much more to Taekwondo than just learning to fight.
Oh, yeah, way more.
It's like a whole world of tradition and respect that goes beyond the dojang.
Exactly. It's like a whole philosophy.
And you don't even have to be a martial artist to get something out of it.
Not at all. Like the respect, the humility, valuing other people's experiences.
Yeah.
Those are important everywhere.
Right, at work and school, just life in general.
Exactly.
So for a listener who's about to start Taekwondo,
Yeah.
what's the one thing they should keep in mind?
I think just go in with an open mind. Be ready to learn.
Okay.
Embrace all the traditions and etiquette.
Yeah.
Don't get hung up on just the moves.
Right, yeah.
Try to understand what's behind them.
Okay.
Remember everything, the bows, the titles,
Yeah.
every interaction.
It's all a chance to learn and grow.
Yeah, not just as a martial artist,
Yeah,
but as a person.
exactly.
And don't be afraid to ask questions.
Oh, for sure. Asking questions is how we all learn.
Right. Yeah.
And it shows you're interested,
Hmm.
which is a form of respect in itself.
I'm starting to see these hidden codes everywhere now.
I know, right?
It's like this deep dive has given me a whole new perspective.
Yeah. It's amazing when you start exploring these traditions.
Yeah.
It really opens your eyes to how we interact with each other
Right.
and how much meaning there is in even the smallest actions.
It sounds like starting Taekwondo is like this journey of self-discovery.
It is. You learn to defend yourself, but you
Yeah.
also learn about respect, discipline,
Right.
and understanding yourself and the world.
And as we wrap up this episode,
Yeah.
I want to leave our listener with a final thought.
Okay.
Think about how your respect or lack of respect affects not just you,
Right.
but the whole art of Taekwondo.
Yeah, how it grows and changes. It's something to think about as you start your Taekwondo journey and step onto that mat for the first time.
Absolutely. It's an incredible world waiting for you out there.